There we go. It is finally working. How are you guys? How is everybody? I have missed you guys. Sorry, I have not been doing our weekly lives for the past couple weeks. It has just been kind of chaotic around my house after the hurricanes. Then we still have like a lot of damage to our house. We have to get our roof replaced, so I've been dealing with contractors. And everybody's busy and then you get them and then they all come. So not only do we have to like replace our roof, we have to replace our screen enclosure. I had to get a new car. I had to get my son's truck fixed from the tree that fell on it. Then we also have my boyfriend's sister and his family is staying with us. So as you can imagine, we already have four people that live in our house. So then adding two more on top of that, it just gets kind of crazy with seven people living in your house at one time. So tonight we are going to be doing our unboxing, and I don't know if I'm going to go back to doing the lives every week, but at least every other week. Um, we're getting a lot of stuff done, a lot of stuff scheduled, so it's like kind of dying down. I'm getting kind of back into like somewhat of a normal routine. And then on top of that, I told you guys, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I had dropped my hard drive and I took it to the IT guy. It looked like he got everything back. It looks like all of the files are there, but when I go to open some of them, like I had the tutorial for this tumbler that we had in last month's box. I had this done. I just needed to finish editing it. Um, and half of the files don't open. So this week I've had to go back and like redo parts of that so that I can get this tutorial out for you guys. I don't want to put a date on it, but it is coming. I will say that. Then I will be doing a tutorial for what's in this month's box. So it's just kind of, I'm just trying to get like caught back up and like all this other stuff. So I will get there, I promise. It's just been a little slow and things never go how you want them to. So if you are joining us, say hi. Let me know you are here. I see Miss Renee is here. How are you, honey? And Renee is working on some pretty exciting stuff for us. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. Um, I'm excited to see. I'm kind of like giving her ideas, but she's giving me a lot of ideas, and I'm kind of at like it's a lot. So I'm just like, you go ahead and you kind of decide. I'll give you a little bit of my feedback, but you can. I'm going to trust what you do. Is everybody's going to love it. So please know that I am trusting your judgment on that, and I literally can't wait to see what exactly you come up with that. I'm very excited for that. And I hope you are too. So looking forward to that as well. And then Miss Teresa is here. How are you, honey? I haven't seen you in a while either. So I hope you are doing well. If you guys can give me 1 second, my pup is scratching at the door and she wants in. So if I don't let her in, she's going to sit there the whole time that we are on live scratching at the door. So give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. Come on. Here she is. Here is the little door scratcher. She wants to say hello. All right. There we go. So I'm going to do this month's unboxing. I'm going to show you how I would work on that. And if you guys have any questions, obviously I will answer them. What else? Oh, a couple of people had questions about the coffee mug in last month's box. So I'll kind of go over that so that hopefully if you're kind of stuck on that, I can walk you through that before the tutorial gets out. Then I also did the little sign that we had. So this is what I did mine as, if I can get it in focus. So I did the light neon pink at the top. the neon white at the bottom, and then what was this color? It's like luminous rose opal. I did on the lettering, and then I kind of just scattered in the jonquil, kind of like in the middle of that. So that looks really cute. And then on the back of this, you can turn this so that you can either hang it, you could hang it on your wall, or I've just had mine on the table where I put it like this. So that's kind of sitting up like a sign, kind of is like a display sign, so that you can like put it in like different places. Um, there are a couple of these packs left too. So the mix of the month packs from last month, I still have two of them left. I honestly really haven't been that active on social media since we did the unboxing last month. Like I said, it's just been like totally crazy. And I literally feel like I'm like redoing a lot of stuff that I did, and it just, yeah, I'm getting back there. Well, I'll tell you that we're gonna get back to where I was. So, um, the file from last month, I don't think I have the printed. I don't think I have the printed copy right here. But some of the questions that people had reached out to me and asked was on the pattern for this one. A couple people were getting stuck, kind of like right here, that their alignment wasn't lining up the same as mine. So they were getting to where either they were a little bit higher here or a little bit lower. So if you do that and it's not exactly how mine looks or how it looks on the pattern, it's fine. All you have to do is just continue to place the stones in the order that they fit for how your placement is coming out. So if you're getting to here and yours are a little bit higher, it's going to be fine because you do have a little bit, I know it's hard to see in the video, you do have a little bit of wiggle room right here where there's literally 2 rows that you're not going to place stones, but this handle doesn't take out the whole space for those 2 rows. So it's literally fine if your placement is not exactly the same. What I would do is I would continue placing the stones with the way that the pattern is working. And most of them, as you come up to here, are the pink ones. So I would start with the pattern from this way, like place these red ones, place the white ones, and then work up to the handle. Then come on this side and work the same thing, work this row up to the handle, then go down and work this row underneath the handle, then one more row down and connect this little section together. And just place the stones in the order that they will go to match the pattern back. You could also, because you're going to do these 4 rows first, then I would do 1, 2, 3 rows. And you can either leave this section for last, or you can do this section first, whatever you think is easier for you. So either work the 4 rows, then work these 3 rows all the way around and leave this section open, and then do those last so that you can make sure that you keep this row, as you connect it back together, you can keep that straight. And you're pretty much going to do the same thing here at the bottom. Again, if you get to the bottom and your alignment's a little bit more up, it's fine to leave a little bit of a gap here and just place your stones in the order that they're working for how you're placing the pattern. If you have any issues with it, feel free to reach out, and I will help you troubleshoot it either through pictures or we can hop on a video call, and you can show me what's happening with yours, and we can get it worked out. So there is that, but there is 2 more of the mix packs from January left, which included, it was the multi-pack of the light neon pink. There was a custom mix of jonquil, a custom mix of neon white, and the pack of SS10 luminous rose opal, and you get the sign. So I know Valentine's is probably going to be over by the time that you get that, but literally those 4 packs of rhinestones for the cost of the mixed pack is like getting everything for 25% off. So even if you don't make the Be Mine sign, you're still getting a great discount on that mixed pack. Like if you want to build up your stash and stuff like that, perfect. So let's go ahead and see what was in this month's box. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments and I will answer them as we go. And hi, Miss Teresa, how are you? I'm sorry, I didn't see your email until literally this morning, but if you are available tomorrow, you are more than welcome to stop by and pick up your box. Just either shoot me an email and let me know what time works for you, or I think you have my number. Just let me know. Just send me a text. So hopefully I see you tomorrow. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to just this camera. Oh, you don't want just my ugly mug. This one, oh, and why is my focus off? What is going on here? There we go. All right, so let's see. So if you are new to our Bling Boxes, I will go over what is included in them. And spots for the boxes open on the 15th of each month. So if you get our combo box every month, I send you a gift card for $10 that you can use on your next order. You can use it on anything on the website. The only restriction is you can't use it on subscription items. So if, say, for example, there's a color in the box that you like and you want to get another pack, you literally have $10 off your next order when you get the combo box. So then I include a little postcard, this kind of an overview of what is in the box, what's in the Bling Box, what's in the mix of the month. And I tell you on the back what day we are going to be doing the unboxing. And if you feel so inclined, if you would like to take a selfie with your Bling Box, of course, don't open it and ruin the surprise for anyone, but just take a selfie with you and your Bling Box and post it in the Facebook group. I would love to see your guys' faces. So there's that. And if you're not a member of our Facebook group, it is Bling Your Things Rhinestones. And then make sure you answer the questions that you agree to the group rules so that you will be approved into the group. So I'm going to open the Mix of the Month pack first because not everybody gets this. But I will say probably 75 to 80% of our subscribers get the combo box. So they are getting both the Mix of the Month and the Bling Box. So the Mix of the Month includes 4 packs of rhinestones, which you get 2 packs of custom mix. And this month our theme is like Mardi Gras theme. So our mix is called Calling Baton Rouge. I named it kind of like the Mardi Gras Louisiana theme. So it has kind of like that. Let me show you. It has the green, yellow, kind of purpley themed vibe. It is really pretty. And this one has sizes SS4 up to SS30. I know the focus isn't great when I zoom in here, but you can see it's got some greens, it's got purple, it's got different colored yellows. So it is kind of like on the darker side of the stone colors, which is really cool. So there's 2 packs of that. You get 2 packs of custom mix. Some month I do 2 different mixes. Some month I do 2 of the same mix. Then you get a custom mix or a multi-size pack of a solid color. And the color this month is gold yellow. And the multi-packs include from SS4 up to SS16. And I know on the website it says these are 10 gross, but there's actually a little bit more than 10 gross in these packs because there's probably between a gross and a half of each size. So a gross and a half to 2 gross of each size. So there's probably closer to 12 gross in these multi-size packs. So there's that. And then there is another new color. This is amber. And this one is a darker orangey yellow. Let's see. So this one, kind of like that orangey yellow, little kind of like a hint of brown, but it's really pretty, especially in the larger sizes. It kind of picks up like a little bit of red, a little bit of orange. It's a really cool color. So this is one of, let's see, I actually have, there is 18 new colors that I just got in. And I'm going through them and adding them to the website. So let's see, there will be there will be 6 new colors that will be launching tomorrow. And if you got this month's Bling Box, you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're getting at least 5 of them. And if you got the combo box, then you are getting 7 of them. So the small project for this month is this cute little heart tray. Let me see. I think it just has a piece of paper in it. So this little tray has little hearts in the side of it. So we can rhinestone this. It is metal. So you could use this as like change, like a little change tray. You could put your jewelry in here. You could put little trinkets in there. You could use it as like a display. You could put a little votive candle in here. A whole bunch of different options. So like if you put a candle in here, or even one of those like little fake tea light glasses, when you put it on, if you have it near a wall, that light is going to shine through the hearts, and you'll have little hearts that shine on your wall in the shadow, which is pretty cool. So the mix of actually all of the colors this month go really great with this tray to rhinestone this. So this is going to be super fun to do. So that is the mix of the month. You get 4 packs of rhinestones. You get 2 packs of custom mix, 1 solid color mix, and then 1 solid color in SS16 or 20, and a small project to bling. So there is a couple of these, and I did put them on the website. They're under the custom mixes. If you didn't get this month's box, or you want to grab another one, I put them out there for you guys on the live so that you could grab them before I announce them in the Facebook group tomorrow. So there's that. Then our Bling Box, you get all new colors this month. All of these colors are releasing tomorrow. And all of these are size SS20. So there is the new color Magic Gold, which this is a gold colored rhinestone. The coating on this is gold with kind of like a pinky tone to it. So it's a little bit different than the gold hematite, where that one's more of like just a solid gold. This one has kind of like an AB finish, but not really. It's more metallic, but it's kind of like a 2-tone gold finish. So there's that one. Then there is citrine yellow luminous. This one is really pretty too. Then there is white luminous, as well as emerald luminous and amethyst luminous. So all of these our new colors. These are all going to be launching tomorrow, and I have these in SS6 up to SS20. I will add some of the smaller sizes later on. So you get all 5 of these new colors in this month's Bling Box. Which that's the other fun thing about the Bling Box is like when I do have new colors, I try to add them to the project for the box, so that you guys are getting them released before anyone else is. You guys are getting to see them before anyone else does. And so hopefully you guys can see this. So our project for this month is this tote bag. It has the little handles, and it has this really cute Mardi Gras design on it that we got to rhinestone. And I did sublimate all this design on all of the bags. So before I started doing a lot of like the flat back rhinestone tumbler kind of stuff, I did a lot of stuff with hot fix rhinestones. So a couple of times for our project, I've kind of like dug into my hotfix experience and try to create projects that kind of combine both worlds. So this would be more for like a hotfix design, where you would see somebody cut this out in like the template flock, and then they would brush the rhinestones into it, and then they would use the tape to create a transfer and transfer to a shirt. This design, there is a design file for this. I'm adding them to your accounts tomorrow. If you also wanted to make this in a hotfix design in a shirt, the sizing for this for the SVG, you could make this in a shirt in size SS16 for the top, and then around the mask would be SS20s, and then there's a section for the flat parts that's not the circle, so the mask and the green part, as well as the little like stars and the Mardi Gras writing, you could cut that out in vinyl or in HTV, and you could make this into a shirt for yourself. You could make another bag if you wanted. If you sublimate, you can, there's also a PNG, so you can print this and you could sublimate that onto a shirt. You could do it on a bag. You could sublimate it really on anything. If you sublimate it, you can resize it to whatever size you want. If you want to make it in hotfix rhinestones, you need to keep the sizing the same size that is listed on the file. And I wrote it at the top, like when you get the file, it comes in different pieces. And I told you what size to resize it to keep it the right size for hotfix rhinestones. But you can, there is the PNG for it, so you can make shirts, you can make hotfix shirts, you could do really whatever. If you wanted to make it super small, you might be able to print it as sublimation and sublimate it onto a tumbler as well. So a ton of different stuff that you could do with the SVG or the PNG file that will be added to your account tomorrow. So any questions about that? I did already start this on another bag. I kind of messed it up a little bit when I printed it. So I'm going to do that one. Let me put this over here. So here is the other bag that I started. So I'm just placing kind of like the coordinating colors onto the little circles. For the pink ones, I'm using the magic gold on that one. You could switch up the colors however you wanted. You could use the white ones either on any of these colors. You don't have to color match them. It's really whatever you want to do, you can place them however you want. But I think it's going to look really cool, kind of like color matching it, um, and doing the magic gold on the pink ones. You could also do the white luminous on the pink ones, and that would look good too. So fun stuff. Renee, yes, 18 new colors. 18 colors. So tomorrow I am releasing, what was there? There's 5, 6. There will be 6 colors releasing tomorrow, plus the new mix from this month. So there's 7 new colors. And then next week, I will release probably 6 more. And probably the week after that, I think I'm going to do them in like sections of 6 because that's kind of how they like match up together. They kind of like coordinate together. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Yes, there is 18 new colors that will be coming. So a whole lot more options to what we already have. I think the last that I checked, I think I have like 140 some colors. So yeah, I'm adding more, which is probably crazy because I'm literally running out of room. But the goal is to maybe have a store this year. So I'm hoping after we get my house fixed and my boyfriend's sister is able to get back into her house, we're able to kind of get going back in that direction. So excited about that too. Who is this? Is this Ginny? Is that Ginny? Is that how you, is that your name? Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So I'm going to continue putting the stones on this, and I'm just going to be using the fusion tack on this. It is good for fabric, as well as your tumblers. So this is a perfect glue for fabric. And the other thing that I'm going to recommend you do, I'm just using kind of like a scrap piece of paper, is before you put your glue down on this, I recommend putting a piece of paper in that, because if your glue is going to seep through the fabric and you don't want to end up gluing the 2 sides of the bag together. So just put like a piece of paper in there. You could put a piece of cardboard, really just kind of like a layer of something so that it's, when the glue seeps through, it's going to attach to either the piece of paper or whatever you have in there and not glue the 2 sides of your bag together. So, all right. What else? Let me reorganize here a second. There you go. Oh, I needed yellow. I needed the yellow. So these luminous stones are really cool in like the way that they like reflect light, in their color. They kind of have like, so I already have a couple of the luminous opal colors, which is kind of like this, but the finish is different. The backings are different. And these, just like the luminous opal ones, get their color from the backing. So you'll notice that like most of the regular color rhinestones have a silver backing, where these all have colored backings. So they get their color from the backing and the coating that's applied to the top of them. Where like the regular ones with the silver foil backing, those are colored glass, like the glass is colored. And here, let me zoom in a little bit too, so you can see how much glue I am putting on this. Is the focus good for you guys? Can you see? I know sometimes when I see it, it looks okay, but when I watch the playback, it doesn't really look that great. So for the glue, like with tumblers, you still don't need a lot, but because it's fabric, the glue is going to kind of like seep um into the fabric. So you're going to want to use maybe a little bit more than what you would use on a tumbler, but not too much more. So I'm just trying to like go around the center to the outside and kind of like a sublimation pattern, and just place the stones on the coordinating circle. You can use other glue on fabric. I know some people like to use the liquid fusion. You can use that on fabric. I don't use that one too much. You could also use, I'm not really a fan of the E6000 because it like gives me a headache. It's the smell from it. I will use sometimes the E6000 plus epoxy because that one's not as strong. Like the chemicals in it aren't as strong, and I can tolerate that a little bit more than the regular E6000. But again, it's really up to you. I would just recommend whatever glue you use, put something in between the two layers of the bag. You don't want to glue your bag together. So, and let's see, I was thinking maybe after I finish this one, should I do a giveaway in the group and give this bag, the completed bag, to someone? Do you think that's something that you guys would you be excited to have something that I rhinestoned? So yeah, on the pink ones though, you could put the white ones on there, and that would still look good because the 20s fit, the 20s actually fit on here where you're going to have a little bit of the color show through. So having a little bit more of the background color with a different stone color is going to add kind of like another look to it. But if you were to do this in hot fix too, um, when you cut out these circles, your 20s are going to fit in that circle perfectly. So I have to sign it. I have to sign it too, Renee? I don't know. I don't know if I'm that cool. But if you want me to sign it, I can definitely sign it for you. But yes, I can rhinestone this and then we can do it as a giveaway in the group. Another thing that I've thought about doing is um doing like a exchange where if you want to participate, we will kind of like determine what the type of project will be, whether it's a tumbler or, a bag, whatever. and we'd kind of like set like a price limit, and then we would pair up the people that want to participate with someone else, and then we can exchange rhinestoned items. What do you guys think about that? Is that something you would participate in? All right, let's see. I think I'll do this purple line in this small section right here. And then I wanted to start on the little heart tray so that you guys can at least see that. And if anyone is watching the playback, then they can at least see what it looks like and get started on their project. All right, let's do, oops. Like the coating on these two, it's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like you know, like mother of pearl kind of finishes, like the white. It's kind of like that, but not totally. Um, it has like a bluish, greenish, but whitish finish. And just like with the ABs and stuff, it just depends what angle the light is on what color you're getting. So So here is what she is looking like so far. So see how like when I get closer, like this green kind of gives like a bluish, and the purple is kind of looking like tealish. Um, and the yellows are kind of looking white. Like it's a really cool color, and I hate that like on the video sometimes you guys really can't see the whole thing, but I promise that whole line of the luminous, they're a really pretty color. So those will be coming out tomorrow. Exciting. All right, and let's do this. I don't have my sandpaper right here, but I would scuff this up a little bit before you rhinestone it. It does have a little bit of a shiny finish on it. And here is the great debate about people always ask to sand or not to sand. So what do you guys do? Like if you do a project, and you can let me know in the comments and just put yes or no. Do you sand your projects before you rhinestone them? You can post it in the comments, yes or no. My answer is, I would say 90% of the time it's a yes. There's a few times, sorry, I had to go to your, there's a few times it's a no, and it just depends what the project is. And here's my reasoning, right? Here's my analogy of why I say to sand, right? Number one, most of the glue manufacturers, if you read the MSDS, which is the Manufacturer Safety and Data Sheet, and the directions, if you read them, most of the manufacturers tell you, here, I feel like I'm talking. There. I feel like I'm like talking to like nobody. Um, so if you read those two pieces of paper, most of the manufacturers tell you to sand the item before you apply their glue to it. That is literally what most of the manufacturers tell you. Um, there's very few that I've read personally that don't tell you to do that. But here's my analogy, right? And especially with like where I live in Florida in the hurricanes, right? So when you sand, think of it like you are creating a root system for your glue to like sink into, for your glue to attach to, for your rhinestones to attach to, and you are increasing the strength of the bond of that rhinestone to that item, right? If you don't sand, you're kind of just putting the glue on top of whatever that is. And my analogy is if you had a hurricane coming by, right? Would you want a tree outside of your house that has a really nice root system and it's like grown into the ground and it's down there and it's structured and all of that stuff? Or would you rather have a tree that's kind of just sitting on the top of your grass when all the wind comes by? Like which would you have? To me, I want the root system. I don't want those trees like falling on my house, right? Even though I did have trees fall in my car. But when you don't sand, you're increasing the likelihood of it's probably going to be fine with your normal everyday, handling. But if you were to drop it, if somebody were to like throw something and it hit it, the odds of the stone coming off with something that's sanded compared to something that's not, um, the item that's not sanded, the stones are probably going to come off when you drop it. You're going to lose some of them, like it's guaranteed. And especially if you're a person who applies glue and lines, like I do this a lot. I've been trying to switch over to doing more of one dot of glue to one stone, because the bonding strength is greater with a single piece of glue than it is with a line of glue. When the stones fail with lines of glue or when you're spreading it out, the glue is going to come off in sheets. You're going to have your stones come off in sheets compared to when you have an individual bond, the stones are going to come off individually where the glue failed in that one section, not like that it broke here and now it's attached to like the stones all the way over here because you use a line of glue and now they're all going to come off. So to me, I always stand. I want my projects to last years and years and years down the road, not last like 6 months to a year and then they start falling apart. So that's my take on it. I know it's a controversial question with some people, but I always say to add the little extra bit, what is it hurting for me to do it compared to not doing it? So there's that. All right. Done with my TED talk. All right, let's do this. So let's kind of do this side right here. So you can use this glue too. The Fusion Tack, it does work on metal. It is a good metal glue. But if you are a liquid fusion person, you can use that as well. Oops. So see in my example, right? Like if this glue, I'm applying it in a line, right? If the glue fails here, the glue here is attached to the glue all the way down there. So if it comes up here, it's more likely that it's going to pick up all of that glue. So I've been trying to like switch. I still do the line of glue kind of as like my base row for pretty much everything, but I've been trying to switch to doing one dot of glue for each stone. It does take longer, for sure. It does take longer, but it's also increasing the longevity of your project. But it also depends too. Like if it's something that's just going to be like sitting on a shelf and not getting touched, it's more for like decoration. I probably wouldn't mind too much about the sanding. So it just depends. So let's do this little section right here. And I didn't sand this anyway, so. This is kind of like a darker version of the colors that were in the Bling Box. Maybe not darker. Yeah, they are darker. So hopefully that is not too blurry and you can see how pretty it is. Oops. So yeah, there's some greens, some purples, some yellows. Perfect for Mardi Gras themed projects. Let's do this little heart. Yeah, and another reason that I don't really like the E6000 is that is a glue. That glue is notorious for, I don't even care if it's rhinestones, things that you attach to it that because it's so thick that it literally comes off in sheets. Like it will, the stones will peel and you're peeling off like whole sheets of rhinestones at one time. So I just don't trust it. And don't get me wrong, the one with the epoxy, it will do the same thing where it will sheet off of, it will literally like repel off of an item. So you have to really read the manufacturer, their directions on what kind of items they say to use it on and what they recommend to prep, because the prep is not the same for all substances. The prep might be different for this type of metal compared to like a stainless steel. So like aluminum to stainless, the prep might be a little bit different, and you're not going to know that until you read that the manufacturer's directions. So good to keep in mind. So all right, there is that. I can't really set it up so that you guys can see it, but I will leave it at that. Let me see if I can get back over here. You can see my face again. So yes, so we will have the new mix is going to release tomorrow, and I called this one. You guys know I name all of my mixes after country songs. So bonus points if you know who sings the song "Calling Baton Rouge." So that is what this one's named. It is going to release tomorrow, as well as we have the color Amber is going to release tomorrow, and all of the other colors in the Bling Box, the Magic Gold. Then there is 4 luminous colors. So there's the white luminous, the citrine yellow luminous, the emerald luminous, and amethyst luminous. So all of these are going to be releasing tomorrow. And there will be, if you didn't get the Bling Box and you wanted to get a Mix of the Month pack, there are a couple, I did make a couple extras of those. Those are on the website if you wanted to grab one before I announce them in the group tomorrow. So joining me on the live, you guys kind of have first dibs on those before I announce them to everybody else. And I will have extra bags. And I did make another design for a bag. So I got this design off of Creative Fabrica, however you say it. So I do have bags with this design on it if you wanted to rhinestone something like this as well. And I will be posting these tomorrow too. So lots of stuff. So yes, that's what I was saying. I was really upset that like a lot of my files were gone because like a lot of the stuff that I had done to kind of like prep for launching kind of like these new rhinestones was like all on that thing. And thankfully I got some of it, just not all of it. But I'm slowly getting back there. But yeah. So hopefully I will let you guys know next week kind of like the timing and the plan for the weekly lives. I don't think I'm going to be able to do them every week for probably the next couple months, but I will probably do them like every other week. So we'll see. But I will let you guys know that. And then the tutorial for this one, I have literally redone half of it and recorded it, and it is in my editing software right now. I need to add the voiceover and kind of like directions and hints and tips and stuff like that. So hopefully I have that one out in the next couple days. But if you guys have any questions about this one or anything before I put out the tutorial or anything, as always, please email me. The email is info@blingyourthings.com. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I try to respond to all emails within 24 hours, unless it's like the weekend, the Sunday or whatever. So don't be afraid to reach out. I will get back to you. I always want to help you guys and all that stuff. So unless you have any other questions, thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you guys love what is in this month's box and excited about the new colors that are coming. And I will see you guys over in the Facebook group or the next time we're on live. So good night.